Today on BitSocket, we play dress up in the latest Final Fantasy.
You tell us some of your favourite video gaming moments.
I put a blindfold on and do what Scott tells me.
And we test the gaming skills of our Radio 1 presenter.
Hello and welcome to BitSocket, the show all about games, but that's okay. We're the BitSocket boys, Scott and Joe, and we're here to bring you some of the games that we love, and some of the ones that you love too, straight to your telly.
Now, we've both got crippling addictions to video games, and we've both pretty much got absolutely no social skills, but somehow we've broken into the studio, so we're going to make some video games TV just for you.
Aye, pretty much.
Now, it's not just going to be about us two pretty boys on the TV talking about games. No, we want to share your precious memories as well on the TV. How are we going to do that though? How are you going to get that to us? You know what? Twitter and Facebook. Now, if you don't live in a cave, do you live in caves?
No, I don't.
You don't live in a cave, so you've got a good signal, you know what I mean? Get on Twitter, get on Facebook, tell us all about those important video game memories, please. Please.
This week we're talking all about platform games, the daddy of video games you might say. Here's your BitSocket guide. Platform games, games that are all about running and jumping. Since time began, you know, back in the 80s, you could put a pad in front of anyone and they'll expect the first button they press to be the jump button. That's how important platform games are. Those of a certain generation will be crying unstoppable tears of nostalgic joy watching these games here. In the 80s, some of the most popular and defining games made were platformers, with Spectrum and BBC classics like Manic Miner, Frack and Chucky Egg giving thousands of people nightmares about pixel-perfect jumps and giant chickens chasing you around the screen. As the complexity of platformers grew, we got massive psychedelic adventures like Dizzy, Jet Set Willy and Monty Mole. I don't know why playing as a freakish, clearly mutated egg or a hungover millionaire navigating his mansion after a massive bender is so compelling. Actually, no, I do. It's because they were all about jumping. But it took one special platformer to make video games the worldwide phenomenon it is today. In the arcades that dominated the 80s, Nintendo introduced a video game icon, Mario. Here he is in his first game, Donkey Kong, where you jump over barrels and save the princess from a giant savage beast in its natural habitat, you know, a construction site. Mario, of course, has gone on to be the star of some of the most important games in history, and with each new generation of Mario games, others have followed his path and tried to beat him at his own game. Even Donkey Kong mellowed out and started running and jumping himself. We all remember the old rivalries, and it was Sonic the Hedgehog who put up a braver fight than anyone else trying to take Mario's crown. Well, until he tried to run more than 2 directions, poor guy. The introduction of 3D gave us a host of games that folk will try to convince you were good, but were actually offensively bad. Like Gex here, trying to make up for not being as good as Mario 64 by cramming as many 90s pop culture references as possible into one punchline.
And that's how the mayor got his pants back.
Things have gotten better now though. Massive platform adventures like Ratchet and Clank, and of course Mario himself, have made sure that platform games shine just as bright as they ever did. And so it's time to introduce this week's challenge, which involves one of the most important platform games of all time.
That's right, this week's challenge comes from Christopher on Facebook, who's challenged us to play the first level of Super Mario Bros. Blindfolded, while taking instructions from the non-blindfolded presenter. Alright, so here we go.
Should I walk or run? No.
Run.
Run.
It's all about speed.
Right, okay.
Right, jump. Right, that's the first death.
Right.
Already there. Right, and run.
Right.
And jump. And you're dead. That's jump and push right.
Okay.
Right, there we go. You have played right, keep going right, keep going right. There's monsters coming. Jump! Jump! Dead. Dead again.
You should tell me what is around. Tell me what's in front of me, and then I'll be able to know what's there. Okay.
There's a cloud in the sky. There's a hill behind you. There's a bush.
I don't mean that much detail. No.
Oh yeah, no, I want to know what's around me.
Okay, I'm walking.
Right, there's a monster. Right. You're dead.
Already?
Okay, walking into a pipe. Jump. Jump again. And go forward. And you've died. It's fine. Looks like the Mario guy's crying. Is that a thing? Keep going forward. Right, now there's 2 monsters who are going to be coming at you in a minute. Jump. Jump now. Oh, and you killed one of them. However, the other one got his vengeance on you.
Right.
Go for a jump. No, that was awful. That was the 30th attempt.
Yeah, that was the 30th attempt.
Run. Jump. That's the first time the beginning monsters killed you in quite a wee while.
No, we're not back to this stage again.
Yeah, we've regressed.
Oh.
And jump. And jump. 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 Yes, yes, keep going forward. Yes. Okay, now.
Where am I? What am I doing?
Christ. Okay, jump. No.
What?
Jump too late. Who was this guy on Facebook, by the way? Right, okay, come on. You're jumping, I'm even saying jump. Jump now, though! No, no. And jump. And jump.
Okay, right, I give up. I officially give up.
First challenge and you give up.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in myself.
So am I. I'm disappointed.
And you can see if Scott beats my blindfolded Mario skills later in the show.
If I don't beat that challenge, I've not just let myself down, I've let you all down at home as well.
It's true, my skills were pretty pitiful. Although, you were the one that was guiding me, so...
Let's be honest, I was guiding brilliantly. You just weren't listening well. There's a difference.
Anyway, now it's time to move on to the part of the show where we ask you for your opinions. This week we asked you to tell us your most memorable platforming gaming moments. It could be an infuriating boss that took you a million tries, or it could be your favourite level from a game. So let's find out what you told us. We've got a tweet from Andy McCrimmon who says the musical stages in Rayman Legends distill all that is great in platforming. Colour, wonder and rhythm. What do you think of that?
I think when you're playing it in single player, 100%, I actually think it's one of the best platforming games you can buy right now. However, if you watch this is when me and you are playing it, and we don't have any natural rhythm together. No, it's a brilliant game, colourful, bright, it's everything you'd want really, in a great modern platformer.
Up next we've got a tweet from Scorebag who says the levels from Mario Sunshine where you don't have FLUDD, not as hard now but it was incredibly hard back then. And I have to agree with him.
I don't agree with the idea that it was hard and it's now easy because they're still quite tricky, still quite hard.
Okay, no, you're right. We've got a vine from Nick O'Hay, here it is.
Favourite moment in a platform game? Let me think. Aye, alright, you.
And the next tweet's from McBee Pete, and he says the banyan tree in Jet Set Willy. In the 25 years of playing games, I'm yet to cross it. This is the banyan tree here, and this is me trying to cross it. As you can see, it's so difficult.
Like, you look at stuff like this and you just think, people just had to make do back then. It's like when, you know, folk had to read Charles Dickens because there was nothing else going. Nowadays you can read, like, Twilight.
I know what you mean.
It's cracking.
And last we've got a tweet from Del Toro who says, when Robotnik comes onto the screen at the end of Green Hill Zone, it used to scare the hell out of me. Now, this isn't scary at all, it doesn't matter what age you are.
Imagine you're walking down the streets, walking down Sauchiehall Street, and suddenly a fat man in a flying ball is trying to hit you with a wrecking ball. I'd be scared. Now, we've been talking a lot about some great platforming classics here. Now, a lot of you out there will think, well, how do I get involved with some of this? Well, we've put together an essential list of great platforming games that you can go out and buy right now.
Where else could we start but Mario? Although there's been many brilliant and fun Mario games, the one you need is Super Mario Galaxy. This game has it all. Amazing music, funny boss battles and gravity-defying jumps. Everything you could possibly want in a platformer. This game showed us that Nintendo aren't just going through the motions, they're always experimenting, always ready to challenge and surprise us. Moving away from the old video games, we've got a young buck in the form of Tearaway from Media Molecule. Tearaway is the kind of game you wish you could get everyone to sit down and play. Inventive, funny and heartfelt. It's such a confident game, has such a bold swagger about it. It's a game that shows off and celebrates the PlayStation Vita, the camera, the touchscreen and the motion sensor. A real gem. If you're like Scott, I don't have a Vita but I still want to play a game on the toilet, then get your phone out and get some Cannibal on the go, a game that is as pure as they come. All you need to do is to tap the screen to jump from rooftop to rooftop, avoiding death for as long as possible, while the apocalypse rages on in the background. Simple, extremely addictive and tough as nails, Cannibal can be enjoyed by anyone who knows how to jab a screen with their finger. Also making a princely showing on the fancy phones is Sonic the Hedgehog. Recently, Sonic's been having what can generously be called a dry patch, so it's up to the Sonic of old to carry the flag, and in Sonic 2's re-release on iOS and Android phones, you get the definitive Sonic experience right in your pocket. This is how Sonic as he should always be, fast, smooth and with touchscreen controls that actually work. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a lesson to all those developers out there who clutter up the touchscreen, turning fun into frustration. The last game on our list is Rayman Legends from Ubisoft. Like Sonic, Rayman fell into obscurity for a while, but now he's back on form. Following on from Rayman Origins, this is a 2D platform with gorgeous artwork and brilliant environments to jump around and explore. You also get remixes of classic levels, exciting bosses, and Rayman Football for up to 4 players. It's a game that's available for pretty much every console going right now, so treat yourself and your pals to this modern classic.
On the mean streets of Gametown, detectives Jack McHard and Kurt Hunter are on the trail of one of the most notorious criminals, the Mad Doctor.
We're clear, Hunter.
What was that? Just a sentry, but who knows what would have happened if it saw us.
It's the Mad Doctor's handiwork.
The Mad Doctor.
He's been putting wee birds inside wee robots again. And we didn't have to shoot him, you know. We could have saved him.
He was already dead.
You need to learn to do things the right way. Investigating, instead of going in guns blazing.
There's the right way, then there's my way. And see when some freak goes about Gametown, my Gametown, putting wee birds and wee robots, I do things my way.
Right, I'm taking this in as evidence.
What's the Mad Doctor's real name anyway?
Nobody knows. Some days he's Robotnik, other days he's the Eggman. All I know is that we have to stop him now.
Did you hear that?
Oh, come on, don't do anything stupid.
I've got an appointment, a doctor's appointment.
We can't wait!
Every time!
Still to come on BitSocket, Joe reviews the latest Final Fantasy. I try to win the Mario Blindfold Challenge.
See, now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels.
And we find out if the Game Cops catch their villain.
Welcome back to BitSocket.
That's right, it's time to put away those tiny mobile phones and look at our attractive faces on that great big screen in your living room.
You talking about us?
Well, I don't see anyone else sitting here, do you?
Scottish, right?
I am right. That's right. Anyway, Joe, you've got a bit of a wee hard sell in your hands right now, don't you?
I do. It's time for the main review. Now, the Final Fantasy series was once the biggest RPG series in the world, but recently they've not reviewed that well, the fans have started dwindling and going elsewhere.
Fair to say they're not very good.
Well, we'll find out, because the latest one, Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13, is out, and it's time for me to review it. Taking a break from platform games, this week's big release is the latest Final Fantasy, starring Lightning, one of the series' least loved heroines. But for the few that have been following her story, Lightning Returns wraps it up once and for all.
The Saviour.
Returning from a 500-year crystal sleep, Lightning finds the world on the brink of destruction, and look, it's pretty ridiculous and incomprehensible. All you need to know is that this is a game about wandering around really lovely looking worlds, helping out the folk you meet and getting involved in dazzling pyrotechnic fights.
Better get ready for the next fight.
The whole game boils down to combat, and what a lovely combat system it has. Unlike other role-playing games, you take direct control of Lightning herself, using a variety of weapons and magic to take down baddies. With no team to help you out like the previous games, you have to change roles on the fly to heal yourself and adapt to different types of monsters. These roles involve changing into some pretty silly looking costumes. The system works great, but sometimes you feel more like you're playing with a Barbie doll instead of playing as a warrior goddess. It's dynamic, it's exciting, and it's great fun. These are the kind of battles that have you actively seeking out fights, where in other RPGs you avoid trouble like you're on Sauchiehall Hill Street on a Saturday night. Outside of the fights, things get a little complicated. You only have a short amount of time each day to do as many quests as possible, so you have to multitask, and boy does it get stressful. Quests range from finding lost items, hunting monsters, and meeting up with your old pals, and every quest you complete makes Lightning stronger.
Is this your doll? The one you're looking for?
You have the whole world at your disposal to roam around freely, which means you can easily waste precious time heading the wrong direction or accidentally disturbing a monster you're not strong enough to fight yet. The cycle of finding quests, getting into fights, buying better equipment and repeating it all over again is great fun, and it can get pretty addictive, but sometimes it can get bogged down with a plot that very few will bother to understand. But if you do try to understand it, and if you can forgive the odd self-indulgence, Lightning Returns is a heartfelt and honest send-off for a character you might end up loving after all. The Detectives Jack McHard and Kurt Hunter are closing in on one of the most notorious criminals in Gametown, the Mad Doctor.
Another step in the bird gets it, game cops.
You're not killing any more wee birds today, do you hear me? That's right, no more wee robots. What were you thinking? They're going in guns blazing. When I say wait, you wait.
Oh, so I take orders for you now? You're nothing but a pencil pusher.
Pencil pusher, is it? Pencil pusher. I'm going to attach this pencil to the tip of my boot and you'll wish I was just pushed it.
Listen, I've taken down harder bosses than him. I'm Jack McHard.
Oh, aye, it's Jack McHard. Just don't do anything to antagonise the situation, okay?
Doctor, I've got a pair of handcuffs with your name on them. You wouldn't want to be responsible for the death of this little one, would you?
Come on, we need to wait for backup.
This is my backup.
McHard! No!
Don't worry about me. It'll take more than that. But now's your chance. He's reloading.
Fly away, wee guy. Fly away.
That was some good cuffing, partner.
All part of being a game cop.
The pay's rubbish, the life expectancy's short, but we get damn good coffee.
We sure do.
Now it's time to return to our challenge.
You remember before the break that your old friend Joe here had given up spectacularly after 45 attempts. Let's be honest, what was the word we used? Pathetic. 45 pathetic attempts. So now it's my turn to don the blindfold and listen to the instructions that old Joe here had to give me.
Press start.
Okay.
Right now, we're going to do it by my rules this time. So I'm going to tell you, okay, you're on a flat screen, there's nothing there, walk forward. Jump. Jump. Okay, you're on the wee pipe. Okay, you've hit the middle pipe.
Okay.
So keep going and jump. Nice. Okay, you hit the wee guy.
Oh.
But we're doing well. You hit the small gap. Already as well, putting me to shame. Run. Jump. Jump, keep going, keep going. Jump. Keep going, jump. That was actually really good, but not good enough. So we'll run forward and jump. Jump. Okay, jump. See, now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels. Nice one, jump. 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 Stop. Jump. Oh! You jumped after I said stop. Jump. Nice jump. Jump. Nah. 9 lives.
Only 9?
9 lives.
Feels like so much more.
Yeah. Let's try and get a mushroom. Let's go back slightly. Back slightly. Back. Stop. Jump. Go right, go right, go right, go right, go right, keep going right. Yes, okay, you're now Big Mario, okay? This is tactics coming into play, so if you hit a monster now, you'll be fine. Jump again, okay, stop. Tap right slightly. Right, keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping. Okay, stop, then press down. Right, okay, we went down the pipe. We're in the little secret room with the coins. So let's jump about and go right to get the coins. Oh, you don't need to get the coins, just keep going right. Okay, so just walk slowly right. Okay, right, they're coming, so jump, jump, jump again, jump. Okay, you've been hit, but keep going right, keep going right, keep going right. Oh my god, you're at the end, so jump. You're actually at the end of the level, here we go. I wish I sabotaged you more. Ah, jump, and you've hit the flagpole. Oh, I hate to say it, but you're the actual blindfold Mario champion. I still maintain that as the one in control, I was the real winner there.
Let's be honest, it was my skill that brought me there, my listening skills. So,
right, let's not get bogged down in arguments, alright, because we've got a special guest here.
That's right, we're joined here by Radio 1 presenter Ali McRae.
Hi Scott, hi Joe.
Thanks for coming to the show, Ali. How you doing?
You're very welcome.
Right, obviously we're talking about platform games today.
Yes.
And so, what's your favourite platform game?
First one that sticks out in my mind is Croc, Legend of the Gobbles, which was on the PlayStation 1, and I got it when I got my PlayStation 1 and I was like the most excited guy on the planet.
That was a system seller for you, was Croc.
It really was, yeah. It was great.
That's the one you just had to have.
Yeah, and his main move was he could spin round and smack people with his tail and go, "Curse splat!" which was an amazing noise. I loved it.
Does that what appealed to you about it?
Yeah, it stuck with me.
Mario beater because you can do that.
Mario who?
Nintendo were just like, we're shutting down. That's Croc out. It's not even out in the Nintendo, we're shutting down.
I feel bad because I brought up Croc earlier in the show saying that people will defend it, but it's really, really rubbish compared
I will
to Mario.
defend it to the end. It's great.
I don't know, I'm not so sure about that.
Do you want to fight? I'll watch. I'm just going to watch. That'd be cool.
Maybe we should move on before we start fighting, right? Well, as presenter of BBC Introducing on Radio 1, you review a lot of new bands and new music that comes in.
Yes, I do.
So we thought we'd get you to review some video game music. This is Kazuma Kiryu from the Yakuza games singing Kamurocho Lullaby.
Oh, what a lad. Whoa. Strong features there.
Let's listen, just listen.
What's he singing? I'd rather know what he's singing about.
He's singing about how lovely his hometown is.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And now, he's actually the hardest man to ever exist in Japan, so if you give it a bad review, you might have something to regret.
That's great, straight on the show.
Sway you in any way.
Yeah, we don't want to sway you.
So what do you think of Kamurocho Lullaby?
It was alright, there was a bit of heart in it. I come from a background of listening to lots of emo music about like guys getting their heart broken and stuff. I'm with this guy.
Did he just say that Kazuma Kiryu is an emo?
Aye, totally.
Ah well, that's
that's me. I think
we're going to have to take that in advisement, I think. So right, we've not just asked you here to get your amazing opinions on music.
Okay.
We've got a sinister and ulterior motive for asking you here. We've got a bit of a video game challenge for you.
Yeah, you see, the problem is that Scott has went and ruined the BitSocket scoreboard, as you can see. He's filled it with filth. Absolute filth.
It's PG-13.
Exactly, filling the scoreboard with rotten filth like that. So we want you to try and get some of that
to get over the bum.
Try and wipe my bum off. Try and wipe my bum off that TV.
That's what you were leading to.
It's pretty much this. It's the only reason we're making this programme.
So, are you ready? The video game challenge we're going to have you do is the first level of Sonic the Hedgehog, Green Hill Zone, as fast as you possibly can. Right. So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, Sonic.
That's an alright start. It's
fine, it's fine. But a stumble. That's all that was.
Yes. Oh, you got invincibility, that's alright.
Yeah, I have.
Did you know that was there, or was that
it was pure
fluke?
Nah, I remember.
Right, okay, so what you want to do is you want to try and keep to the high road and
you
not
want to
fall
try
down.
and not...
Yeah, so hit the spring and...
Yes.
There we go, you've done it.
I like I'm getting tips here, this is good.
Maybe I should.
Oh, I know!
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
It's fine, I've got invincibility. Oh God, everyone!
How long do you get invincibility for?
It's a good while, so... There's another one there. Like, I don't think you're taking this... We're trying to get you to go as fast as you can.
I'm a stickler for detail. Oh no.
It's the loop.
Oh.
You need to get a good run up for this.
Get out your wee thing, Sonic. There you go.
Yes,
right,
there
go,
we go.
Go. Oh
Down the
no.
hole.
This is pathetic!
This is the slowest I've ever seen.
Sonic's just thinking, I've never been this slow before.
I think the scoreboard's going to remain.
No, I'm getting rid of that bomb.
It's close.
And 59 seconds.
Under a minute.
59 seconds.
Under a minute. Come on.
Well, I think that's impressive, but is it enough to wipe my bum?
And it's not.
Ah. Pathetic, not even on the board.
Number 5, 50. Just below here you'll be sitting there at 59 seconds.
Underneath the nice telly.
So despite a sterling effort from Ali there, our scoreboard remains tarnished with Scott's filth. But I'm afraid that's where we've got to end the show.
That's right, we'd like to have a massive big thank you to Ali McRae for coming along and trying to wipe my bum. We'd also like to thank everyone for contributing online for the show as well.
And keep your eye on Facebook and Twitter as well so you can send us your video game challenges and say your bit.
So, until next time, remember, keep BitSocking.